Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV. Today is the 27th of May 2025 and there are new cash shop items at the same time as the launch of patch 7.25. Specifically, you might see some previous year's items from Make It Rain, and of course on here we also have a sale. So there's a variety of items. If you didn't already know, there's information about the sale that lasts until the 11th of the 6th, 2025. The new items then are last year's Make It Rain stuff, so we've also got the authentic Cactuar dining table, we've got the Senor Sabatenda chronometer for your outdoor spaces, as well as the Impetire from the actual event. But the brand new item is this, which is an account-wide mount, which is called his Royal Headness, which is a giant sort of plush mascot doll from a confusing and abandoned amusement park. It's very Five Nights at Freddy's. This will cost you £13.80 in the United Kingdom. In euros, that works out at €16.80, and in US dollars, that is 24 US dollars, which is about the same as other account-wide mounts as well. So if you want to get this, that's how much it will cost you. Let's go into the game and look at this mount together. Alrighty then, here we are in the game, and finally the Moogle mail has delivered his Royal Headness. It says, summon forth his Royal Headness on parade, that all may bask in the splendor of a well-formed noggin. This uncanny mascot of a forgotten amusement park has no tolerance for unsightly heads, and will stop at nothing to separate those that fail to satisfy him from their bodies. The only way to escape his scrutiny is to ride him, thereby becoming one with his flawless noggin. And the hidden text on this is, I shall not rest until my every subject bears a beauteous noggin. A quote there of his Royal Headness, Leonog I. So, of course, this is a really cool mount. I was kind of hoping this was going to be obtainable in the game, perfectly honest. I thought this was going to be like an All Saints Wake reward or something, personally. But here it is on the cash shop. So hopefully All Saints Wake has a mount or something to make up for the fact we've got this, perfectly viable option here that could have been made into, an event mount. It's pretty cool. Your position that you seat is slightly different depending on your race, which you can see a couple of previews on the actual lodestone itself. But yeah, it's basically a giant fluffy cat monster, and what is not to love? Well, I guess you might hate the grotesque appearance of the mount. I think it's great. I have wanted something like this since Eureka. I believe it was Animos, where we had that Fate, that notorious monster with the stitches all over its face. This is probably as close as we're going to get. Obviously, it's a reskin of the Mandragora skeleton, of which we've had quite a few in the game. And in fact, on the mount list, it's right next to the other Mandragoras. It offers the same kind of seated position. So if you're familiar with the animations of those, it's basically the same. Only with this, you get this sort of plush texture, but it's kind of hard for me to sort of demonstrate and on YouTube because of the pixel resolution and bitrate issues. But it is really quite lovely, actually, in terms of texture quality. Look at that face. That is a face that only a mother would love, or I guess me, actually. I love the big glowy eyes as well, and they do sort of glow in the dark, which is pretty great, and those purple claws, those very strange sort of voodoo doll things going off on the belt of this thing there. Very cool, and I like the crown on the back. But yeah, it's a nice little Halloween mount in the middle of May. So yeah, towards the end of May, at the start of June, and that's how it flies as well. And it flaps around, as you can hear. It's awesome. I actually really like this mount. I think it's brilliant. There. Yeah, it's definitely got that sort of FNAF vibe to it. That horrific eldritch creature with some, a big maw that opens up that's going to either lick you to death or swallow your head, I guess, in this case. In terms of its mount music, it should come as no surprise then that the music is your Palace of the Dead music. which they do for all of these kind of, I wouldn't say creepy, but sort of otherworldly mounts, special mounts. Yeah, the texture resolution's lovely on this one. It has no action button or anything, but the best thing about it is that it's account bound. Honestly, they need to stop doing single character mounts in this game. It would be a much better experience if we were spending money on something that every character we ever create acquires. So for that reason, this one has an extra point in my book for just that reason alone. But again, what an opportunity that they could have incorporated this into the All Saints Wake event. Fantastic looking mount, and the sort of thing you would expect to be from like Shade's Triangle or Eureka or an All Saints Wake event. But I really hope that the seasonal events this year are phenomenal, and maybe we'll look back at this and go, yeah, it makes sense now. Or maybe we'll look back at this and go, that really should have been the event mount. Anyway, let me know if you're going to pick this one up yet, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to be going through Shade's Triangle all day and seeing how far we can get. Much love. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.